Hi everybody, this is Wendy. Welcome. I'm so excited you're here with me today. I have a fun project for you. First, I want to show you these awesome decorative masks. These are beautiful. These are in the holiday catalog, and I'm actually including them in my club next month for November. So if you haven't joined Love and Stampin' Monthly yet, I'm put a link below this video so you can check it out. And these are included as part of the product. Okay, so I'm also using the So Many Stars bundle, the framelits and the stamp set. And what I'm going to do is line this up on my grid paper. I love this holiday season grid paper. Again, all the items I'm using are in the link below the video. So you can go to the description box below the video and there will be links there for everything. I have a Stampin' Spritzer, and I filled it with some Night of Navy re-inker and a little bit of shimmer paint. And then I'm just going to spray right over the top of this stencil, and it's going to give me a gorgeous background. Now, if you wanted it to be darker or lighter, you just let it sit a minute, add some more spritz. Because the re-inker is mixed with rubbing alcohol, it dries almost instantaneously. So you can see here I have this absolutely gorgeous background all finished. And then I'm going to go clean this stuff up and be back here with the next part. So I'm using my embossing buddy because I don't want embossing powder to stick in areas I don't want it to. And I'm inking up with Versamark ink. A really beautiful sentiment from the So Many Stars stamp set. And then I'm going to stamp it, and then I'm going to put white embossing powder on top of it and heat set it with my heat tool. And I'll do that part off camera. So I've already pre-cut a bunch of my stars because honestly my Big Shot is not in the best place for me to have it on camera, and so oftentimes I don't do my Big Shot work on camera anymore. It's just too difficult to haul it over to where I'm at and make it fit in the little area that it needs to fit in, and it causes my camera to shake. One of the things that I wanted to update you on is I talked to you, I don't know, it was a week or two or some time ago about getting a new crafting studio area. And we haven't started any of that yet, but I definitely have started designing the space. And I don't know if you're familiar, but if you go to IKEA.com, they actually have a program where you can design space. So it is so cool, and I've been having the best time kind of coming up with how I want everything laid out. So I'm really excited about that, and it is progressing. And when I get that, I no longer will have any camera shaking because I will have a really awesome video setup. At least that's what I'm hoping for. I've trimmed this down to 4 by 5 1/4, and I did spray on watercolor paper because it just tends to take any sort of liquid better so that it doesn't warp and bend. So I went ahead and did it on watercolor paper, trimmed it down to 4 by 5 1/4, and now I'm going to add all my other pieces. So anyway, back to the designing of my new space. I definitely know that I'm going to have a Big Shot die cut type area, and I'm really excited about that. The room that I'm in right now is so super tiny, and my sister and I both work in here, and some days it can be really difficult. So we get along fine, but it's just hard when you're constantly bumping into each other, or something she needs to get to is above where I'm working because we have shelving going up the walls. I mean, we're crammed in here like sardines. There's no doubt about it. So anyway, I'm adding dimensionals to the back of this watercolor piece, and I'm going to pop it up on the front of a card base that I've cut at 4 1/4 by 11, and then I folded it in half to make an A2 size card. I really like top folding cards for multiple reasons, but the biggest reason is that they're the easiest to photograph. When I stand them up, they're so much easier to photograph than if they are a side opening card. Okay, so there's that. And then these two pieces I need to layer together and glue. So I'm just kind of making sure this one's ready to go. Use my snail adhesive, and then I'm going to offset these two stars. And I've got a silver foil star in the background, and the front one is Night of Navy. And so we're going to offset those a little bit and glue them down. And now I've got this one solid piece that just looks like a big, beautiful star. I'm going to grab those dimensionals again, add those, and then add it to the card base. So I'm filming this again before the power outage. And tonight I'm going to be walking over to a little RV park near where we live, and every year they do this really amazing trick-or-treating thing where they charge money to get into it, but the kids can walk around and trick-or-treat, and there's no cars, and it's really safe, and there's like zero worry of having, you just don't have to worry about your kids. They can just walk around and trick-or-treat, and it's so amazing. And sister actually got a spot in the park. So I'm super excited to see how she's decorating for it, because I know it's amazing. And in between doing that, she is taking care of my grandpa. And she is the one that is his primary caregiver at this time, because she physically is capable of lifting him and maneuvering him. And honestly, she can stomach the stuff that's not so pleasant. And so we all have our gifts, and this is where my sister shines. It is totally her gift to be able to care for other people in a medical way. So I'm doing my best to help her as much as I can so that she can be a strong support for him. And yesterday she brought me one of his shirts, because I had told her that all I really wanted was one of his shirts so that I could still have his smell. Like, I know that sounds really weird, but you know, when you're growing up, like, I think that as a child you kind of get like the sense of smell of like somebody's smell from childhood. And so I just wanted one of his shirts for that. So she brought me one of those today, and I thought that was so special that she remembered that and she thought of me. And I have been out to visit him this week, and we're definitely like, you know, probably won't be much longer. And so we're in that process. But I don't want to be a bummer here on my video and bring you all down. So let's get back to talking about what we're doing tonight. So sister is going to have this fun trailer all decorated, ready for Halloween, and we're all going to go over there and trick-or-treat and visit her. And I have hired somebody to be with my grandpa so that Katie can be out and about and do what she wants. And so I'm really excited for her for that, because everybody needs a break. Okay, so if you want to see other videos from me, click either one you see here. If you want to shop with me, shop at shoplevinstampin.com. Click the circle with my face in it to subscribe. And I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much. Bye.